Hello everyone, you all know who hackers are and what they do. In this video we will tell you about 7 cases of hacking. Make a hot tea, take the cookies and let's go! Case number 1. It is not yet known what kind of information was hidden in the terabytes stolen from Capcom. But Microsoft had a very unpleasant case in 2004. The source code of Windows 2000 and Windows NT was stolen. In fact, this is the most valuable information about the operating system that can only be. The piquancy of the situation was that with the help of the source code, attackers could write a malicious program that the antivirus would not detect, because it would actually become part of the operating system. The data was posted in the public domain and quickly scattered over the internet. The security servers initially believed that a partner of the company was responsible for the leak, but later it turned out that the theft occurred from within Microsoft itself. Bill Gates' company promptly released an update and then implemented its plan to abandon Windows 2000 and Windows NT. The material damage in the end turned out to be not so great. The damage suffered rather the reputation of the company. As we know, hackers usually don't go completely unpunished, but in this case the attacker couldn't even be found, let alone punished. Case number 2. Anonymous is by far the most famous hacker group whose attacks infuriated many people, from scientists to senior government officials. Moreover, most often their actions were presented as punishment for the sins of the victims. For example, Sony once had the audacity to file a lawsuit against the famous hacker George Hotz, who hacked the PlayStation 3. Presumably in relation for this act, Anonymous organized a large-scale attack on the PlayStation Network and Curiosity. Hackers gained access to the data of 77 million users, including their credit card numbers and so on. Employees of the Japanese corporation noticed the hack only on the third day, and in order to reduce the damage they suffered, they had to block access to their own servers. As a result, the network functions didn't work for a whole month, and the players were not only worried about stolen personal information, but also sad about online multiplayer. Case number 3. Probably everyone has heard about the WikiLeaks website. The resource gained special fame on November 10th in 2010, when Julian Assange published secret correspondence of American diplomats there. This angered the authorities, and as a result, Visa, MasterCard and PayPal blocked accounts related to the site and refused to make payments. Anonymous didn't like it. During the operation, payment systems were subjected to a large-scale DDoS attack, because of which they simply stopped working. Money transfer, cash withdrawals, funds crediting, the entire banking system is almost up. The attacks were repeated periodically, which led to enormous financial losses for companies and inconvenienced users. By the way, hackers fought now only with payment system, but in general with all organizations that supported sanctions against WikiLeaks. Such an Anonymous just couldn't get away with it. At least 3 hackers were arrested and at the same time detained 12.5 citizens who were not in the group at all. They were ordinary residents of the United States who allowed their computers to be used to help in a DDoS attack in order to convey their position to the government. For such an active civil position they also received terms, albeit conditional. Case number 4. The spring of 2007 was definitely very difficult for Estonia. At first, the country was shaken by street protests over the transfer of the graves of the Soviet soldiers and the monument to the soldier liberator. It was at this tense moment that the cyberattack took place. Hackers have hacked almost all government websites and news portals, the work of which has stopped for 2 weeks. The banking sector also suffered, which caused problems with transfers and cash withdrawals. The peak of events symbolically fell on 9th of May. To remedy the situation, the Estonian government had to take drastic measures and disconnect the country from the external internet. It's not surprising that this cyberattack is considered one of the largest in history. Case number 5. How do you imagine hacking the Pentagon? The Pentagon was hacked single-handed by 20-year-old Kevin Mitnick. Really? Who are you, man? He is the most famous cyber criminal in the world. The hacking occurred in 1983, when the internet in its modern sense didn't exist yet. The attack took place through the global ARPANET network. Mitnick accessed the servers of the USA Department of Defense through a computer at Los Angeles University. Of course, the young burglar was quickly identified and sent under arrest for 6 months. The detained Kevin claimed that he had the opportunity to almost start a war using hacked devices. Case number 6. Since Kevin Mitnick got into the Pentagon servers at the age of 20, he probably became the youngest cyber hacker of this level. And he is not! After all, Jonathan James was only 15 when he got unauthorized access to NASA servers. James stole a lot of data, including the source code of the International Space Station. The damage was estimated at $1.7 million. However, the minor violator managed to escape punishment. Case number 7. A fresh hack that occurred from July 15 to July 16 in 2020, dubious posts with similar content appeared on the Twitter accounts of famous figures. For example, Elon Musk expressed regret that the epidemiological situation affects the financial situation of citizens, and Nobly offered to send him money to a Bitcoin wallet. He promised to double its attachment and return it to the sender. In other circumstances, even the most stupid person in the world would not have been led to such an obvious default. But this time the investment was offered by a world-famous genius with a verified account. The account of Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Apple, Uber, cryptocurrency exchanges, CoinDesk, Binance and many others were hacked. In total, the scammers received about $180,000, which is not so much given the scale of the incident. The preparators, whose age by the way ranged from 19 to 21 years, were detained and arrested. Yes, I think it is interesting stories. I hope none of us get hacked. Therefore, make strong passwords and drink hot tea or coffee. Thanks for watching, share this video with your friends, put a like and comment, and see you soon.